as we cross the line momentarily. It's green now, and it's a great start from the leader, who already, Oliver, has already got his way pretty well. He's managed to stay ahead of second place. They're all coming down, look, 3 or 4 abreast in the background. You just see Oliver leading in towards turn 1, Tamburello side by side. Good on the brakes was the Impact car there as they come through, and it is a great move into Tamburello from Impact, who's already taken the lead now down in towards that of Variante Villeneuve for the first time. Drivers just still getting their tyres up to temperature, so a little bit of weaving there down that little short stretch of straight there. Drivers still trying to get the temperatures into the tyres. Not too aggressively though, very hot conditions out there, but it looks already a clean start. Spinner in the background, looked like an LMP3 car that was around in the background on the exit to Villeneuve. It is Jules Pinel for the Velotti team. Not sure what has happened then, if they've changed driver. 2 cars off here. That is the GazX car of Christian Ablasa then. And a huge pile up. Where's this? This is just coming up. I think, is that coming up towards the chicane? That is a couple of LMGT3s. And I believe LMP3's in there. Stephen Selby for the Tri-State LMP3 car as well. The BMW M4 was involved in that one. Hopefully Samuli can get us a replay of what has happened there. But dramas on the opening lap. That is coming in towards the chicane, I do believe, and there is 2 cars stranded. So here we go, down towards Aquaminalare they come. This is Christian Ablasa then. This is how he span. Driver just chops the nose off as he's there, bounces over the sausage curb and T-bones the other LMP car as they go through, and he has to sit and wait patiently. Stephen Selby then coming up on the exit of Aquaminalare, gets collected by the LMP3 car. And then he just doesn't hold his brakes, and the BMW, and that looks to be one of the Corvettes, got caught up in that, and cars absolutely everywhere. And I think the Lamborghini also just caught the back of the LMP3 car there, but Stephen Selby just making contact with another LMP car. He is still stationary, and we're already under a virtual safety car at the end of the first lap. The safety car pulls into the pit lane, and we are about to go back to Green Flag Racing here at Imola. 18.5 minutes are on the clock. Corbin Lenaway will take them away. He puts the foot down now and restarts this race. We're back under racing conditions here for what is now the second lap of Green Flag Racing. Corbin leads down in towards turn 1. The car behind that of Oliver Hagstrom didn't go with him very well on the restart. It was a good restart from the Impact Sim Sport car. This is Luis Vazquez for the Revolution 52 LMP2 Pro Am car, coming under pressure now from the green and black car himself, and through goes that of Hugo Robb there in the GazX number 10, the LMP2 Pro car of Julian on board that machinery, and that is the number 17 car coming side by side. I'll have that inside line just for this little left-hand kink now as they head down towards Tamburello. Car exiting the pit lane there, not sure who that was in the pits, and all of a sudden now the Prismatic car might fancy a look up the inside. Tamburello, great little fight in towards there, and that is a lovely double manoeuvre from them two on the Delta V car, dropping down the order a little bit. And here is Laszlo coming on the inside at Villeneuve. Little late move, but he's got it done nice and clean. Great awareness from the car behind, and that's Hugo Robb. Now he's diving up the inside into Tozer. So Robb really getting a move on with every piece of overtaking he can here. He wants to get onto the back of the LMP2.
As Hugo Robb nearly making contact.
He does make contact straight into the back of the car in front, and we said Hugo Robb was looking a little bit racy. Well, he's put number 19, the APO racing car of Thomas Gallios, in towards Villeneuve, gets that, looks up the inside and just carries the momentum through Villeneuve, gets on the power a bit earlier than Thomas in front, and off he goes. Also collected. We didn't see that because we was on board with Hugo Robb. They collected, I'm not sure who that other car was. He's just
BGTR car. If you get like a minor contact or something like that, you could really get through some heavy damage. Oh, issues, lead.
That is the lead. That is the Danico car from LMGT3 who's off. That's again on the exit of Villeneuve here then. So I wonder what has happened to him there. Very easy to just push the limits, run wide into the gravel as he lost the rear on his own. He was battling with Van Lux. So Van Lux coming down the inside in towards Villeneuve now. The Danico car stays ahead, carries momentum too, goes a little deep, loses the rear around. She goes, not sure. The bridge, the little bridge was in the way, so we didn't see if Van Lux gave him a helping hand to go around. But the rear was already stepping out. This is on board with Van Lux. This will give us another view.
Cooks him on the inside. The transition over here, if you stay in the middle, is a little bit complicated. The car will want to get loose. I don't think if there's any contact from Van.
P3 at P2 at the time. David Grands stays in the car and now drops down to P6. Did they come out ahead of Impact? No, Impact have just got past them, pushed them onto the grass in the braking zone of Tamburello. So the number 70 car, the Mermika car, I believe that's what we'll go with. I don't know if I've pronounced that correctly. Apologies to the team if I have it there. Just getting shoved onto the grass by Impact. A little cheeky that as they come out the pit lane.
The Brazilian, but you can see the exit seems really solid for Sauner, so he's going to be able to make a move on turn number 1. Just catching that draft side by side, and I think Delta is going to go to P3.
Yep, to the inside line for the first part of Tamburello. Holding it strong around the outside, though, is David at the moment, the Norwegian driver. We've seen moves around the outside of the first part of Tamburello. It'll give you the inside for the next bit. Delta going strong at the moment, trying to hold it on the inside for the third part of Tamburello. Great move from the Delta Racing driver, Felipe there, doing absolutely bits in that LMP2 car. Number 31 moves up into third place. Great bit of driving between the pair of them and great respect shown. We've not had big impact, and that is the Delta V car of Julian, who is in the wall. Where is that on circuit? That is out of Tamburello. That has got to have been at the point of where that is. That has got to have been contact with another car. So Delta V side by side with an LMP3 car. Did he just come over on the LMP3 car there? Oh, there's a car round, and then there's been a big impact. Who is that off the circuit? It's involved the VR... no, I don't think the VR racing car has actually hit it. He's now just dropped the rear, but somebody was off in the gravel mid-Ravazza there. It looked a blue and black car. Is that the Impact car? Because Impact are all of a sudden down in P6 in LMP2. It was definitely a blue and black car that was of the Impact colours. Let's have a look. It is Impact, but LMP2 Pro-Am, so not the LMP2 overall. Dive bombing to Ravazza just as we was on about it. He's lost it on his own. Pushes the Rising Panda off and is hit by the red and black LMP car as well. And then the McLaren just drops the rear, getting on the throttle out to the exit of Ravazza. We've literally just said about the LMPs dive bombing the GT3s.
Everything within under control as Delta V. That's a little bit naughty. That's I think more naughty than the LMP3 as he opens the door for Dynaco to catch out the Screaming Moose, and I know Moose is not going to say
majorly is. We've only lost the 2 runners. The biggest news in terms of runner is the Delta Racing car there loses out to Impact through the chicane. I'd love to see that one back. I was just looking at the timing screens, caught the end of that one, so I don't know if he's just got the chicane wrong or if there was contact. Let's have a look then. So Sam Miller in the Impact car in LMP2. This is a battle for a net second place after pit stops are all done. Oh, did he just tap the back of the Delta Racing car there?
As Lucas now finally got some strength on those legs of the Corvette and now putting side by side.
Yep, the momentum up towards Piratella, hugs the inside line. Great move from the Screeching Moose's car. Lucas Santos there moving back up into P5 in the LMGT3 category then.
Let's see here, Bunchu is going to put that car side by side going into Tamburello. He might get the move done right before it.
Yeah, he's got the run out to Ravazza this time into the braking zone. There you go. Sorry, I just got a message there from somebody. I'll read that one in a moment. But a great move there from Danny Bucci. Got the run out of Ravazza and through there you go. And that moves the Semi-Top car up into P2. Real good drive. 21 seconds now.
Back-ish.
Yeah. So that Lamborghini clearly having something wrong. The Italian job, car number 37 team, fighting with the McLaren. Down the order, P9 in LMGT3. And there is the leader in LMGT3 and the Echo just behind now for De Kock here coming down the start-finish line. Going to pull that outside line, is he? What will be for Tamburello. A little tap between the two of them. Side by side, there you go. Tamburello, Alpine on the inside line. It will be Javier on the brakes from the Alpine. And De Kock in Velotti thinks of fighting that one another day. Gets bouncing over the sausage curbs. Loses a bit of momentum mid Tamburello. Gets the run down towards Villeneuve now. We'll look to the outside line again. Alpine defending hard and heavy as we are at just over 2 hours, 8 minutes. And again, Alpine hanging on in there, but Velotti trying to come back after their drive-through penalty earlier on.
And maybe it is set towards more the straights rather than the corners itself. That's why you can see the cock on the inside.
Well, Velotti's got the run out the chicane down towards Ravazza. It's going to have the inside line. The Velotti car is side by side with Elbers, and this is Liam up the inside in Ravazza. Got the move done out the chicane. The Alpine gets the up and under, tucks underneath for the final part of Ravazza. That forces Velotti wide. Maybe a little bit of scraping bodywork there on the exit. Now side by side. There's more contact on the straight. Coming down towards Tamburello, the Alpine of Fabian Elbers will have that inside line, but we know the outside can work for the first part of Tamburello. Here comes Velotti on the left, Alpine on the right. Who's the best of the late breakers? It's the Alpine car, and Velotti will wait again to try and fight that one. Here's a replay of Sundström. Oh, the Lamborghini's off. I mean, is that going to have cost you 3 minutes in the pit lane? I'm not sure. The Lamborghini was off again. Oh, yeah. Yeah, broken suspension. Easily there. You can tell from the steering input that that is a little broke. Impact now lead this race. What has happened there? Under the safety car, the Delta by Tri-State team. Warming the tyres up. Warming the tyres up.
Car number 12 tow is approved.
Oh, my days.
Oh, my God.
That is the Team Rex car that has already been under investigation and had a penalty for a safety car, virtual safety car infringement. So Felipe can see down here.
He downshifts normally, so I want to believe he's still thinking he's catching up to the pace car because I have no idea where he is. I think once he comes back into the track.
Yeah, green flag is underway and the impact car immediately pulls off a brilliant restart. It has dropped that of Delta Racing by near enough a second from the Ravazza down into Tamburello. It's had a great restart to this race. Back in the lead after problems to NOP in this race. Delta Racing second place. It is all pretty gapped out between everybody at the moment, isn't it? There's not really any cars quite close together. What a race start from Impact. Let's be honest there, first of all. Great restart there. The NL Academy in the background has just put a move on somebody as well. Alpine have still got Velotti on the back of them. Unity have still got 5 seconds between them and Velotti and LMP3, and Impact to still do the drive through. That's a car upside down. That's Caleb Koski, who's just had a moment coming out the chicane. He's upside down. That is at... Where is that?
Piratella?
It is Piratella. So what has happened to Caleb here? He's coming up to Piratella. The Lamborghini's in front that's had a few problems today already.
Safety car has been deployed.
Oh, he's had a moment. It snapped on him mid-Piratella, and it's just dug into the gravel, and over she goes. I got a feeling this is going to be virtual safety car again here at Imola. You saw it snap, and Caleb Koski, after he just had a moment at the chicane the lap before, he comes up to Piratella, and over it goes, and I think they've just retired that car because it disappeared. And Caleb Koski, look, brakes, turns in, little snap there, bang, snaps, car goes round, and it just digs into the gravel as it goes in sideways, and over he goes.
Both tire.
Well, the safety cars come into the pit lane. We'll let you work that one out. They haven't let the lap cars go, so they remain as they are then. The safety car back into the pits. We are green and go back here for the resuming of the race. 2 hours, 52 minutes on the clock. Impact get the start they needed. The NL Academy of Lewis Gregg in P3 and LMP2 overall is on the back of Delta Racing as the leader there of Impact just vanishes and comes back momentarily. So a bit of a heart in mouth moment there for the leader in the LMP2 category, but a good restart to this race once again here, and they're all under green flag conditions as they come through into Villeneuve for the 87th time of asking in a few moments time. But so far so good. It's been an interesting one.
Oh my goodness.
We see Alpine making a mistake, and this could give Velotti the run. Up the hill they go towards the chicane. They still bang wheels and bang the side of the cars. They've been at it all day. They're squeezing each other. They're touching each other. The Lamborghini was in the way. The Alpine forced it through the middle. Has to cut across the grass. And Velotti take the lead in LMP2 Pro-Am. So he's gone nearly 30 laps on its fuel, and Velotti have got past that of Unity now. Go a little deep at Tozer, comes back in, and Velotti now lead over Unity in LMP3.
Yeah, I think the World of Sim Racing car was the variable factor. You can see him having a little bit of a loose moment at the exit of Tamburello. As soon as he gets loose, you can see Velotti knows he's got to pinch that car on the LMP2's way and got the better exit. Even though he got an off track, he still managed to get P1.
The Dynaco
Oh
car.
my God.
Has there been contact between them and Project 91? Project 91 was right behind them. Is there damage on that Acura?
By the braking and coat tires. We're going to look on the replay.
Project 91 right behind them here as they come out of the pit lane. Project 91 gets a lap down. He did. He got a bump. Got a bump in the rear from the Project 91 Porsche. Oh, what you don't want is a lap car interfering in your day to the Impact Acura. And now they've got the Dynaco car right on the back of them. Back to the live action. There is the battle for the GT3 lead. They had that in their hands. And the Porsche of Project 91 may have just spoilt the party.
Yeah, and to think they still have to heat up the tires is going to take quite a while. But you can see the speed difference from them. And is already getting defensive coming around Variante Alta. He is able to defend one time, but he's going to lose some time at the exit of the corner just due to the fact that his tires are still cold. So Richie Chauhan just having a nightmare scenario in this outlap against the French people of Dynaco.
They've got the better tyre. They've gone deeper, Ravazza. And the Porsche in Dynaco gets tucked underneath. And through he goes to take the lead here in the LMGT3. The Acura's in the pits. The Acura is back into the pit lane. Something not right with the car. Possible damage. Quad Ash now into second place. The team will be absolutely livid.
Drive through, I think.
As we're watching a three-way fight between P7, 8... is that P6, 7 in this battle here. The Bravo Snow car and the Italian Job car. The Italian Job going on the inside line into Tamburello. Through he goes. Nice move. As the BMW watches on in the background, and that is the Delta Racing car.
Oh, lead battle Pro-Am.
Battle for the lead. The Alpine takes it. Coming out of Tamburello, the Alpine sails past Velotti into the lead of this race. And somehow the Alpine has got back in front of the Velotti car. Great fight they've had for majority of this race. There's a spinner. That is the P7 in LMP2. That is the WOSR car. Victor Irula. There, that is huge damage to the rear end of that one. What ramifications will that have? Well, it will give Tri-Snake and maybe NOP another place, but there will be a full course yellow.
So he used a little bit of the sidetrack to get closer, but couldn't get the move done. Now the inside is open for Kodash at Villeneuve. Here we go.
Here we go. He's got the run. Does he have the momentum into the inside line at Villeneuve? He does. And through goes Tristan Engelstad in the Quad-Ash Mercedes-Benz. A great move to get the momentum throughout to Tamburello. And he finally leads this race. He's been on the podium near enough all race. And he finally gets the job done at the very end. We spoke with Tristan before the start of this one. Having a look, just that wiggle out of Villeneuve that he had. Sorry, out of Tamburello that he had. Just proving how much he's pushing. They're going to split the Porsche into Toza. The Porsche taps the back of the Velotti car. And through goes Danny Bunchu to lead this LMP3 race. With 8 minutes to go, Simitok chose to split the Porsche Project 91 car. And through he goes into the lead.
Project 91 becoming what the cornerstone of all the major important things that have been happening in this late race. Man, what a race. Yeah, drive through.
No! Simitok have just knocked the Screeching Mooses off the road at Villeneuve, that is. What has happened there? It's all happening in LMP3 at the very end here. What a comeback that will be. They was disconnected from the lead. P4, damage limitations for them today. And what it could be for them. They pull out, tuck back in the prismatic car, just then covers them off. They look to the outside of Tamburello. 5 minutes, just over 4 minutes, should I say, left in this race. Kitsune, don't do anything there, and do not go anywhere, folks. Don't adjust your TV sets, don't adjust your PCs or anything as Kitsune go the outside on the exit of Tamburello, because we've got 5 minutes of action here to come in this 4 hours of Imola, and we say, don't we, the build up.
So getting P4 is a really good thing, as now we're watching this battle for P3 and P3 and P4. I figured Dynaco would be on the back foot after what happened with the tire drop off and everything. By any chance,
2 seconds, Lorenzo, drive-through penalty for car 20. That is Danny Bunchu of the Simitech car with a drive-through penalty. But Sam Miller rounds the final corner, and for round 3 of the season, it will be Impact who lead in LMP2, and they will cross the line in team style with them and the Acura who finish this race. It is Impact who lead the race in LMP2. Impact then do finish on the podium in LMGT3. It is Alpine who win here in LMP2 Pro-Am. Jesse Udo with that one. Danny Bunchu in to do his drive-through at the very end. That gives the win to Onno Zonneveld in the Velotti car in LMP3. And Quadash, the drama of Nürburgring, the Mercedes-Benz in LMGT3 will take a deserved victory. He's the one who stayed out of trouble. The 94 kept its nose clean, and they will get their rewards as they come to the line now. Tristan Engelstad and the Quadash team win in LMGT3. That's a great job from the team there. And that has been your 4 hours of Imola. What a day of racing.
A good day of racing.
Results, though, are on the screen now. Impact, your race winner from the NL Academy. Mermica is P3, Turn 1 P4. The Iron Lynx car P5. Delta Racing P6. From NOP, Tri-State, the Apo Racing, Mulsanne, and then WOS are bringing up the rear. Bringing up the top 10. Gazex then 11th and 12th with their DNFs. In LMP2 Pro-Am, Alpine by XRL is the winner from Fiori Simsport. Velotti from Prismatic Revolution from VGTR Esport. Then the W2L Pro GP team, their Impact from Delta V down in 9th place. And the P3 was the way of Velotti from Simatech with that drive-through at the end. Unity was P3. Kitsune, a good comeback to P4. The CCR team was P5 from Prismatic. Velotti down in 7th as well from the NL Academy, Team Rex, and the Tri-State team to P10. And then in LMGT3, it was Quadash who finally got their win as well. Vortex was P2 from Impact in P3. Dynaco was P4 before the Italian job team was in P5. Rising Panda from Freedom Motorsport. Bravo Snow from VR Racing. Delta Racing, Project 91. The Screeching Moose, Motorsport, Eagle Speed, Delta Racing by Tri-Speed, as well as then PCS down the bottom. Indeed, we head to Belgium, to the Ardennes Forest in a month's time. Thank you all for tuning in to the ESCC 4 hours of Imola. We'll catch you next time. Goodbye.